Hi everybody, it's me again, and today is Monday, November 5th, and it is 1 week since my last Tysabri, or my first Tysabri infusion, and I feel great. I am walking really well, and I still have tremors. And I don't know if you can see my neck shaking, but it's so funny because I don't know what it looks like. Because like I'll look in the mirror because I want to see what my neck looks like or my tremors look like. But I can't tell because I look and my neck is shaking. So I don't know what it looks like. But I feel really good, and I'm still keeping a really positive attitude, and I know that has a lot to do with the fact that I'm doing so well. I called my family friend Debbie, who has MS, because I had a question, and I am not sleeping. Like right now it's a little after 6 o'clock at night, and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't slept since. So I've been up this whole time, but I'm like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, like raring to go. And I cleaned my bedroom. My dad and I went to visit my friend Chris Ewing. He's doing some film stuff for me right now. I'm editing some videos together from my family for Thanksgiving, and I was wide awake, and I baked him cookies as a thank you. And then my dad and I went to the grocery store, and we just made a pot of chili. So I feel great. I'm doing really well. But anyway, I called Debbie, and I asked her, I said, Debbie, how long were you like high off of the steroids? And she said, a little while. And I said, because I'm like moving non-stop. I am doing so many things, but it's great. I'm getting so much done, and my mind is so clear. And she said, don't worry, Lauren. She said, the last time that I was on steroids, I re-wallpapered my bathroom. And I thought that was so funny because everybody laughs at me. I wake up so early, so when everybody else gets up, I'm like, okay, listen to what I thought of this morning. And they're like, let me have my coffee first, because I've already been up for like 3 hours. But Debbie, she said that the same thing happened to her. So beware, the steroids make you feel like you're on, I don't know what makes you do that, what, cocaine or whatever. I don't do drugs, so I don't know. But anyway, I also had an appointment with my family doctor, Dr. George Acosta, who I love, and he was so wonderful in the hospital. So we have more camera difficulties. We have this new, like, I don't, it's like, what is it, a Canon?
It doesn't matter.
Well, it's like...
You digress.
Well, it's like a high-tech, small little camera, and we don't know how to use it quite yet, but we figured it out. So anyway, I was talking about my doctor, Dr. Costia. I had an appointment with him, a follow-up appointment, and it went great. It went really well, and we walked in, and he said, how you doing, are you walking? And I was like, yeah, watch. And I jumped up and walked all over his office, and he checked on my vitals, and everything is great except for my tremors, but they'll just go away. So it's scary because some people, like in the hospital, some of the nurses that were checking on me, they had never seen someone with tremors. And then others, the nurse that gave me my Tysabri infusion, she knew about it, and she said, just be patient, they'll go away. it's easy to tell somebody that, you know, it's really annoying, but things could be a lot worse. They could, and I know that, but it's not easy. My writing is still really terrible, really shaky, and I can't read because my head is shaking, and so when I look at the book, the words get all jumbled, and it's frustrating. But I can lay on the couch really well, so that's kind of what I've been doing. And I wanted to go on the elliptical today because I was feeling so great, but a physical therapist came this morning and she had me do some exercises, like with a ball and weights and stuff, and I was sweating a little bit, definitely not satisfying, but I thought, I don't want to push it because then I'll be so tired and it'll ruin my day. But anyway, I know what I was going to say about Dr. Castilla. I told him he's my family physician, and then my neurologist is Dr. Paul Cullis, and I love them so much because they're both very kind, sensitive, caring people. And they're like, being sensitive is important to me because I'm really sensitive. And so I told Dr. Castilla, I said, you know, most people don't like going to the doctor, but I love going to see my doctors because I love my doctors, and that it really does make a difference because it makes the appointments more enjoyable. And Dr. Castilla is actually a family friend. He grew up with my dad, so I know his family, but Dr. Cullis, I joke with him all the time, and it makes my appointments fun, you know. So I can't stress it enough about being positive because I guarantee that it is helping me do well. And I've always been a really happy, positive person. That's just how I am. That's my personality. But I'm really working hard. You know, I'm praying every day and working hard at being really positive, and I think it's helping me. I'm doing really well. My voice, I'm sure you can hear, is still kind of shaky, and my head is shaky, but I'm walking really well, and I feel like I'm normal again. So that's good. I had another person. I went to Blockbuster the other night with Anthony, and we went up to the counter to check out, and another person, she said, "Oh, are you cold?" And obviously it's from my shaking. You know, people, you know, when they're cold or whatever. But I looked at Anthony and rolled my eyes, and I was like, yeah, I said, it's cold outside, you know, but oh well, it'll go away. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but that's life. There's nothing I can do but be patient. So anyway, this is my report about my first week with Tysabri. I'm doing great, and I would like to report on a weekly basis to show my progress, and hopefully I'll be able to report on when I go on the elliptical and when my shaking stops. So well, I guess just wait until next week and we'll see how that goes. Okay, bye.